Now I have serious doubt about tomato. Can anybody clear it, please? Tomato is a vegetable or a fruit? Why I got this doubt? This is because our protagonist Mammootty, if I can call him so, has punished his son and asked him to write the imposition that a tomato is a vegetable 500 times just because his son told that it is a fruit. Think about that and let me know. Meanwhile, let me review this movie. Hi friends, you're watching Movie Reviews with Raghuram and I am reviewing Mammootty's PUZHU. PUZHU means a worm. Worm in the head is a metaphor often used to describe a condition wherein a person has bizarre and weird thoughts and thought processes and ideas running in his head, some connected to him and many not at all connected to him. Here are Mammootty sir playing the lead role in PUZHU is having many such worms in his head and hence the title. There are so many worms in his head that the director leaves it to you to decide which worm is the worst worm in Mammootty's head at the end of the movie. Each worm is so dangerous that it gets a complicated expression and emotion on Mammootty's face in his character, in his characterization and in his acting. Each worm hence forms the thread of the story. Each worm hence forms the subplot of the story. And I should tell, the worms are not treated in a better way, and the movie and the plot and the subplot somewhere looked unfinished. And Mammootty sir playing the lead role of the movie, what to tell about this actor, a fantastic actor he is. His character is complicated and has many negative shades in the movie. He is not playing the villain but has many negative shades to his character. Sometimes you would feel for him and sometimes you would get angry on his character. The cinematography and especially the close angle camera shots when the camera focuses very closely on Mammootty's face to capture those subtle emotions, those fantastic expressions are worth watching in the movie. Undoubtedly, this movie PUZHU is Mammootty sir's film, out and out Mammootty sir's film, and his acting is brilliant, fantastic as always, and he has carried the movie on his shoulders. But I should also tell that a weak story and a disengaging screenplay lets the movie down. And as I already said, many threads and many subplots remain unfinished, and a closure is not given, and an explanation is not given to many facets of the movie. And when we look at the movie as a total package, the movie doesn't fail to bore you, and at least for me, the movie was not engaging enough. The movie is okay in bits and parcels, but overall the movie is not engaging. With the plot and the subplots the director had, it should have been a fantastic psychological thriller, but the movie proves to be something else at the end, and instead of telling wow, you would tell oh. As I said, the Mammootty sir's character is a complicated character. The story runs around him and it is a narrative from his perspective. The screenplay is also confusing. Throughout the movie, you will be waiting for those thrilling moments, and also if the movie would change its course or direction at some point and prove to be an effective psychological thriller, but you will definitely be disappointed. Or whether we as viewers were assuming it to be a psychological thriller when the director did not have any intentions of doing such a treatment to his story and screenplay and the movie. As I said, there are many complicated threads in this movie which gets connected to the central Mammootty's character. He has a bizarre relationship with his son. He is a retired police officer. Why he has retired from his duties or he is suspended, no explanation is given. But right now he is not doing anything. He is living with his son. He is also a widower. He has fixed a routine to his son and is really possessive about his son. He and his son have some routine activities which are repeated in a cyclic way almost every day in a pattern. They brush the teeth in the same pattern horizontally and vertically, and he dictates his son how to do that. His son has to explain his school activities. All activities done by the son are dictated by his father. Every day before going to bed, they watch a video and pause it at a particular frame. No explanation is given why. We are also shown that his son is turning a rebellion. Why is Mammootty's character authoritative over his son? Why is he overprotective? Why is he possessive? Why is he punishing in nature? Why do they share a toxic relationship? This is one thread. On another thread, he has a disturbed relationship with his sister and sister's husband, and that is over religion and caste politics. He has an ailing mother to whom he is narrating the incidents very often. On the other side, Mammootty is having paranoid experiences. He is feeling somebody is trying to kill him. Every night he sleeps with an oxygen mask, or was it a nebulizer? Why he is doing all these things? No explanations again. And on the other side, we can see a mythological stage drama which comes in between every now and then and narrates the story of a PUZHU, that is a worm. Was the director trying to tell that in spite of you trying to escape from all the hardships and all the troubles of your life and trying to hide from them or trying to avoid them, A simple bizarre idea, a simple weird thought in your brain in the form of a worm in the brain can harm you to the extent that it can become torturous over a period of time. Your unwanted thoughts are your enemies. Was it the moral of the story? There are many philosophies related to each and every subplot of this movie. If we start discussing about them, so it will be very lengthy and irrelevant to this particular video. So obviously I'm not touching upon the philosophies of the plot and the subplots of PUZHU. And then the movie finishes off in a hurry with a bizarre climax, yet again the climax which you are not expecting it to be, as if the director was in a hurry to finish off the movie in some way. As I already said, Mammootty is the most strongest point of the movie. His action, his expressions, his emotions, his confusions, his feeling of insecurity, his possessiveness, his anger, his frustration, his hatred, all emotions brought out perfectly. Mammootty gets very few dialogues in the movie, but his face, his eyes and close expressions does it all. The camera work is superb in this particular perspective. The background music is not special, but it is decent enough. The movie is disturbing and hard-hitting at many places and covers some social issues. The movie touches upon the aspects of casteism and also the childhood insecurities. Childhood traumas translating into adult behaviors is stitched on the backdrop of the screenplay. Parvathy has a small role in the movie and she has given a decent performance. Apuni Shashi is also good in his role. And the role of Vasudev Sanjesh, the boy who plays Mammootty's son in the movie, is good. Ratheena is the director of the movie PUZHU, and Ratheena has done a good job only in one area to capture the right emotions and extract the best essence of Mammootty sir. Harshad, Sharfu and Suhas are the writers of the story of PUZHU. I think they have written a complicated story, very difficult to understand only because there are no closures and explanations for many subplots. Should I call it as confusing or intelligent writing? I don't know. But the director and writers have definitely left many PUZHUs in our brains. In this movie, the character of Mammootty is shown as a bigot, and the story covers the concept of the people who are bigotry in nature. Being a bigot is also having many worms in the brain, isn't it? Finally, I would tell the movie makers of PUZHU failed to make this movie a masterpiece in spite of having Mammootty sir on board. Since the movie was not really engaging, I would go with a liberal 5.5 out of 10 for PUZHU. The movie PUZHU is premiering on Sony Live. You can watch it there. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.